made it. At least we're out of the classroom.
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. Terrible. Only reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. We can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Whoa!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. Revelio. You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find...
Accio! Confringo! Revelio!
What is going on with them?
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Repulsor.
Whoopers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Whoopers song is said to drive anyone who
Rebellion.
hears it mad.
Accio. Revelio.
If the moonstone
Accio.
is here and so are Whoopers, I wonder if it's being protected. Why am I not surprised? First the Whoopers and now this.
Revelio.
We need to find moths for those spinners.
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Glacius. Lumos.
Lumos! What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Revelio.
Accio. Glacius. Lumos.
One foot in front of me.
Repulsor.
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths. Another obstacle.
Revelio.
No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Repulsor.
It's beautiful.
Lumos. Lumos.
did it!
Crucial. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
Revelio.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo.
Given the keepers are known to do,
Revelio.
I thought I'd be so happy to see this many.
I don't know. I've been listening to it for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. I was just thinking how it's proof the poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to get
Revelio.
to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge. Good. If we leave for the henge now, we should make it by nightfall. We still have the poachers to contend with.
And you say they made it after you placed the moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers. The poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the snidgets once again.
How remarkable.
I got here as soon as I could.
Did you see the symbol above the entrance? It's the one the mooncalves made at the henge. Of course Doran implied as much, but to see it up there...
Could this actually be where the snidgets are hidden?
Let's find out. Doran's waiting for us just up ahead.
I'm ready if you are.
Can you believe it? Actual snidgets. I'm glad we seem to be a step ahead of the poachers.
It is a little strange we haven't heard anything from them.
If we're lucky, they're still poring over Gran's research. There was a fair amount. We, on the other hand, had Doran to guide us. Even if the poachers do somehow stumble upon this place, we shall be long gone.
Revelio.
Greetings.
I hope we haven't kept you waiting long, Doran.
Not at all. Then again, it is not I who awaits your arrival. Do you have the moonstone with you?
We do.
Good. It is as important to what happens next as both of you are.
So, what does happen next? What are these pillars here?
A safeguard, I suspect. There is only one way to find out. And as for how to go about that, the two of you may know better than anyone.
Accio.
I wonder if the pillars move at all.
Revelio. Imperial. Crucial. Revelio. Performing a dark roll.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Revelio. Confringo.
Perhaps it has to do with the light in the darkness.
Accio.
That did it! Look, Doran, a doorway!
Revelio.
We all know what lies beyond that passage. And now, I'm afraid I must leave you.
Revelio.
So many books.
You haven't seen my grand study. Look at the murals on the wall.
Confringo.
Pictures. This place must have been built to protect them.
Revelio.
They had nothing to fear.
What makes you say that?
The poacher camps always felt oppressive. It's hard to explain, but the feeling was palpable. At least to me. The sense I get was of safety and calm. Quite the opposite of the poacher camps.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Confringo. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio. Confringo.
I'll wager this isn't the dead end it seems
Revelio.
to be. But how to get through?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Divorso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Plates on the floor have symbols on them.
Descendo. Revelio.
Of course! How clever!
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos.
Whoever built this place certainly liked to read.
Revelio.
And the books are all about creatures.
Your Gran would love it here.
She would.
Lumos.
I can't wait to tell her all about it.
Revelio.
Look at this place.
Lumos.
Lumos. Don't think I won't fight. What was that?
Not Doran, that's for certain.
Right there.
We'll flip so
Back in the ground with you.
One tackle.
Ready your wands. The fight has only just
I'll make
My cars.
I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
You're not.
I've seen Billy with you sting.
That was the Haunted Hall.
I think that was all of them.
Are the two of you unharmed? I had hoped to return before it was too late.
We're fine, but if you hadn't got here when you did, I led them here.
You fought with us against your kind. I am glad to have witnessed. I now believe all that Doran told me.
They are the ones I saw, Alec.
Finish your work here, brother. All the events you divined have not yet come to pass.
Revelio. Revelio.
There they are. Now, all that remains is to break the charm.
You want us to... I only ever wanted to see them safe, which they are. You should do it. Merlin, they're lovely. But what happens now? They can't care for themselves, and surely once word gets out of their reappearance...
No harm will come to them. The centaurs will see to that. You have my word.
Thank you, Doran, for helping us to find them and to fight for them.
It is you who deserves the merit, child. You did what the poachers would never have. Remember that.
You both fought bravely today. Allow us to carry the mantle from here.
Revelio.
If it's all right, Doran, I think I'd like to stay behind and spend a little more time with the Smiths.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Some days are more difficult.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind. And I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful. Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all. What is your plan?
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it. Was rather adamant about it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you. Keep an eye out.
Revelio.
Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around.
Gullible children, walk right into our trap.
Ashwendis, we were right.
I know, I'm not hearing Crucible.
Back from more.
Get yourself back!
Incipient!
Tripping us totally!
Benito.
Knew you were still
Petrificus totally!
Incendio!
Petrificus totally!
Exploser! No! Descendo! Incipient!
Nice one! Thorn in our side long enough! Petrificus totally!
Murder! Speed! What was that? Descendo! Exploser! Gotcha! Glacius! Incendio!
What do you think you are? Terrorize
Glacius!
I plan to make quick work of you.
Glacius!
Petrificus totally! Petrificus totally! On your toes, Millie! Petrificus totally! Big
Expulso!
Little Nat Sione, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills.
Do you want to continue now? Must prolong this. You're not even trying!
Break that code!
Come now, you can do better than that.
Natty!